Hello, this is an exercise on stabilizing the energy of the chakra system. You might like to, with your solfeggio frequencies, dedicate a specific tuning fork for each of the energy centers, or you might just like to channel an energy or a color frequency through the sound wave as a medium to stabilize, to entrain, to retune, to resonate the different energy centers to a space of coherence. Now, before we get started, the way that I see the energy centers is not that they are a color, yet that they are a vortex of spinning energy information that is absorbing and pulling in different frequencies. And as you relate to the base of your body, moving up to the higher point of your body, to light, light as a wave is the densest and longest wave at the base, which is the lower vibration of red. As you move up the scale of light, Roy G. Biv, you move up into blue, indigo, violet, ultraviolet. And that is the energy of the crown. And that is a portal where we can connect into the subtle energy realms. So at the front of the body, as we come in, the energy spirals in, it feeds information, data, light, codes, currents, sound, frequencies into the body, shifting the vibrational state of the cells, the molecules moving out and feeding vital life force energy and information into the surrounding organs through the meridians, increasing the strength of the bones, the nervous system, all of the different systems that are vibrating and oscillating at different rates, we are nourishing with vibration. Dr. Bruce Lipton says so wonderfully, the body's native language is energy. Why not speak to it in its tongue through the power of energy? Sound is both physical and energetic. So it's physically entraining and retuning the body through weighted and unweighted information and energy. And it's also, with your intention, feeding energy. Sound transmits energy. When you hit the resonant frequency of the cell, it releases its stored energy. The bones vibrate at the densest portion of our body. So they're about 25 to 50 hertz. Maybe not the densest part of our body, but comparatively to the energy field, which is a very high vibrational frequency, as we can't see it with our physical eyes, just like we can't typically see the ultraviolet light spectrum. We can with technology, but understanding that the high frequencies are working in the field, coming in, nourishing our physical body. The energy field informs the makeup of our physicality. So when we become stuck in our energies, and this is where it's helpful to have a basic understanding of the archetypes of the energy system, what the base chakra means in terms of safety, grounding, financial stability, being emotionally supported. It's very much about our childhood. Were we moving around a lot? Were we given a space to feel and express our emotions? Did we feel safe? Sacral, moving into our seat of our emotionality, where we hold big emotions, where we are creative, where we are sexual, where we are tuning into our freedom, our expression. Coming up to our solar plexus, which is our seat of our soul, some people say, our personality, our ego, the things that we like, dislike, our drive, our confidence, our willpower, our self-esteem, our sense of self. If you know that people walk around like this, it's like, I am the best. You can really read a lot from the way that people hold themselves. Moving up into our heart, our love, our receptivity, our acceptance of ourself, our giving nature, our feeling center. The heart's energy field, I believe, is 60 times the size of our mind's energy field. We are electromagnetic beings, and we are giving out and receiving information and energy all the time. Our throat, our clear communication, our ability to express, our ability to ask, our ability to tell. This is a space that is so blocked from trauma from this life, past lives, all down the line of intergenerational experiences. The history of humanity is kind of an intense one. So there's so many things that can be stored and stagnant in our energy field. And using the coherent frequencies, our intention, the tone and timbre, the intervals, the chords, the flow, this whole hierarchy of sound is nourishing, stabilizing, and allowing us to vibrate to a higher, more expansive rate of light and utilizing our energy in a more efficient way. I hope that gives a good overview. Do some research if you're not really sure about the archetypal energies of the energy systems, because it really helps you to embed your own intention. So this exercise is just going to be about stabilizing the energy systems. In a further exercise, I will show you how to use the power of dissonance to break up stuck energy, to remove these from the body. There are two types of ways that you can use sound. Creating and making the sound of what is right in the system, so the resonant health model, bringing and stabilizing a harmony, a harmonious frequency, and just in training, resonating, harmonizing. So we're heartbroken, we're just in training, lifting, upgrading, coming from a space, shifting through the emotional scale until we can really sit and feel that emotion. But sometimes that is a little bit too far out of our reach to be able to meet that higher vibration. I always say when I'm going through big life changes, it's like I've never felt happy before. When you feel sad, it's like I can't even remember what it felt like to feel good. And that's because you're existing in a completely different vibrational vortex. Your energy, your system, your consciousness is in this one energy bubble. Say that you're trying to resonate and retune into this energy bubble, it's a bit of a leap to get there. So we can use another technique called transformative resonance. And this allows us to meet ourselves where we're at. Say we're like, okay, I'm just going to acknowledge that I do not feel good right now. I'm going to see the emotion, find it in my field. Maybe it needs a shape, a color. Maybe I need to understand what's going on. And then we're going to slowly give it attention, allow it to be, and we're going to go on a journey with the emotion. And we can slowly shift, release, dissolve, take out, bring in, or just transform that emotion into something more positive. That is a different process. That is transformative resonance. And it's just important to understand where you're at. Is it viable for you to just reach for the new thing, or are you kind of just pretending? That is something only you can know. So this technique is just going to be, say we're just going to do a quick energetic retune of our chakra system. You can do it with one frequency, you can do it with an interval. I really love 417 hertz. I'm going to use 417 for me, but go through your frequencies, choose a few. Oh, that one's quite nice. Just make sure. No, I'm going to stick with 417. Yes. So there really isn't anything that's right or wrong, and I really encourage you throughout this course, befriend the frequencies, befriend the feelings, and tune into what feels right for you. It changes from moment to moment. If it changes, choose another fork. So, coming into your body and setting your intention to stabilize the incoming currents of frequencies through each of the energy centers, stabilizing the frequencies, upgrading our field. We're going to spend a few moments at each center. So taking in a deep breath, closing your eyes, having your fork and mallet ready, rolling your shoulders back, tuning into how you feel and just letting it all go. Strike your fork and tuning into your energy field now. And we're going to start at the base. So coming to the base chakra, and you might like to scan through the energy field coming about 30 centimeters out from your body, then pulling in. Or if you feel very underactive, you can go straight to starting from that space and just pulling that energy out. So for you, you might like to tune in and start combing and moving through. This will give you much more information about what is happening through the subtle shifts, pitches, amplitude, tonality. But for now, let's just say that you're completely depleted and you're like, I just want to feel better, more expanded, lifted, opened. Starting close to the body, starting at the base. And we're just going to pull. I like to pull in a straight line, and we're just tuning into the base. Breathing right down the central energy channel of your spine, breathing down into the base. Let an energy pull and expand that light out. And you might like to feel the surrounding organs, feel the surrounding energy centers, feel the spine, feel the energy move down there. And you might like to use words of affirmation, and you might like to use color frequencies. So tuning into the frequency of red, if you would like, and tuning into a statement. I feel safe, I feel grounded, I am financially stable, I can't even think. I'm grounded. Whatever it is that you want to feel, tuning into that. So just visualizing a golden red ball of light at the base, and then just amplifying it out, pulling. And you might feel a resistance, and you might feel like like cheese, melted cheese, stringing. Tuning into everything you feel. Feeling as your energy drops. And you might like to now start from the outer layer and move in. Moving into the next energy center, your sacral. Breathing that energy in, allowing a ball of golden, orange, maybe even visualizing jasper or a crystal or a stone, and pulling it out. For me, there's a lot going on in my sacral, as I am realizing now. So just tuning into the subtle energy currents. And if it feels uncomfortable, always using the breath. Breathing the new life force energy in and pulling it out. Coming up into the solar plexus and pulling it out. Coming up to the heart. Visualizing and embedding the intention of expansion of the heart energy, green, violet, pink, however you see it. Feeling a spinning ball of light in the vertical center of the body. Spinning that light, if you will. And expanding that out now. And now, as you come up, you might like to actually just choose one energy center and spend 5 minutes stabilizing. You might like to move up through each of them, coming to the third eye. And you can just repeat that process up and down the energy body, tuning into the subtlety of how you feel. It might be an idea to have a piece of paper, draw the outline of a person, get some colored pencils, and say, what was the tone and timbre of my base? Could I visualize a bright red, or did it feel underactive? Did it feel like it needed energizing? These types of questions allow you to bleed this information into your everyday life. Where do I feel ungrounded? How can I bring this sound current, this intention into my energy body to create the experience that I wish to live from in my everyday life? Maybe it's your throat. How did the frequency feel? Underactive, overactive, stagnant, activated? How does that relate to my everyday life? Is it something that I need to work on for clearer communication? Was there an energy that I needed to release? Do I simply need to bring tender loving care into this space? Allowing to use sound in a multidimensional way that affects your energy, your personality, your existence is the most holistic perspective that you can take, and one that will really shift your life. So that's a basic creating coherence through the chakra system. I have also created a video called Toning the Chakras, and you can repeat that exact exercise with your voice. I would recommend tuning in and doing that daily and seeing the effects and the shifts from your everyday life. Thank you.